simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tennessee's offense will have the ball first. Tennessee put the big into the Big Orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They were playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown ball. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to... Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Smith wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Vols will call on their punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart. Lowering the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Smith dropping the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the air, it's Cantrell. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's on target and complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical...
Turning it on! And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been...
Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make it.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you've got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Scanning the field, it's Cantrell. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff,
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
and I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Cantrell. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
He's looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Pitt and West Virginia play an annual game called the Backyard Brawl. Just 75 miles separate the schools. Here's what separated them on the scoreboard. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll keep it himself. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Smith wants to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll throw on third down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely...
He's got it. First down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs it in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. And now on 3rd down, shadowed their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy scrambling a bit.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Points, 10 more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's complete to the left.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Running into the open space. Picks up the 1st down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the... Turning it on! Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Okada. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Bringing the heat. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.